If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. So today I thought we'd talk about 5 tasks that we have to do to set up a campsite. And again, got my notes. This is going to be for our 5 Friday. And I was thinking about this. I'm not really sure what the title, 5 Fridays, 5 for Friday, Friday 5s, I don't know. Anyway, why don't you guys go ahead and put some suggestions down on the bottom on how we title these Friday 5 deals. I'd appreciate it. And I, with your permission, if you put it in the comments, I will use your name on it and next Friday. Okay, the reason I'm going to go through these is because you have to allot so much time, a certain amount of time, on how to set up the campsite. So if I drive all day long to get to someplace and it's 8 o'clock, I'm not going to have enough time to get things done. But if I leave myself plenty of time, say I get there 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm going to have plenty of time to get all these tasks done. So I was going to run through this list of the things that we do. This may not necessarily be the things you do, but it may be something to think about next time you go on a long trip campsite and you think that you can drive 8 hours, when in all actuality we try to keep it around 300 miles or so, whatever that equates to in hours. But we try to get to the campsite around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So anyway, number 1, set up the camper. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a big one. And that thing can take up to an hour, hour and a half to get set up, especially if you're not on a level surface. I really struggle, and I understand the concept of leveling, that's not the issue. But if you're on a big hill like this, it takes some doing trying to get your height on your jack stands and still not be wobbly. So it really can take some time to get set up. Of course, you got to raise the camper, you got to get the bunk ends out, you got to get the tarps or the bunk end vinyl out. Then you got to get everything placed inside. You got to get the everything that was sitting on the floor while you were transporting has to be put into their proper storage spots, at least for us. But remember, we live in ours. You may have a better system. Our front bunk end is one of our storage areas, so a lot of that has to come down as we transport. And so now number 2, this one might seem funny, but especially at free campsites, right over here we got a female-male bathroom. It does have running water, but it gets very little attention. So one of the things I do is I take the time to go ahead and clean the bathroom, especially for those overnight emergencies. I don't know, just something I can't handle is a dirty bathroom, and some of them can get pretty nasty. So got a little, in this video I'm showing you that I got my glove on, I'm scrubbing the toilet, sink. Now that being said, I go ahead and clean it daily because people come in and out of it all day. I realize it's not my job, but first of all, it's a campsite, it's free to the public. I should do my part to keep it clean if I'm going to use it. I really feel that way, especially for the 14 days I'm here. I just will keep it clean. And secondly, I just want to keep it clean for myself. Number 3, we like to clean out the barbecue pit or the campfire ring. Again, 2 reasons. 1, because it should be cleaned out, and at these free campsites they're not always cleaned out. But 2, it makes it a lot easier to start up a fire so you can get your dinner started. Especially if you're arriving, 3:30, 4 o'clock, you're going to want to get dinner started pretty soon. So if you get that cleaned out right away, you might even, after you get done cleaning up, go ahead and start your campfire, and start throwing on some of your food. While you're doing that, you should go right into number 4, which is clean the picnic table. Now, you might use a tablecloth or something to that effect. We don't, simply because it's just more that we'd have to transport. We try to limit the amount of stuff that we have to carry. And actually, I'll put it right up here. Downsizing to live in a pop-up camper. I'll put it right up here in this link. Make sure I'm doing it right. Up here in this link, right here. Downsizing our lifestyle to fit in a camper, pop-up camper. So we try to minimize the amount of stuff that we use. So we don't take a picnic table, tablecloth. So we clean the picnic table, and it's not that hard. You just throw some water on it, you scrub it down. You know, get some of the bird droppings off of it. Moss. There's always moss on these things. So that's number 4. And finally, number 5. After a long trip, you're going to want to take a shower, especially at the free campsite. You're not going to have a shower facility, especially if you're in a pop-up. Now, if you're in an RV, I guess you have a shower. Most RVs stay at hookup sites. We don't. But even if your RV was staying in a place like this, you can get your free water. You can set up your shower tent. So anyway, shower tent is one that we set up. Takes about 20 minutes. And of course, we get all our shampoos and soaps into it, just so that when we're ready to take a shower, we can just head right in there and take a shower. So that was our 5 things that we must get done, that we feel like we must get done before we feel like the campsite's set up. And this is important. Our list takes about 2.5 hours to get everything done. So, you know, if we get there at 3:30, we're done by 5:30, and by 6:30, we're eating supper and enjoying the sunset after that. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And there are buttons all over the place. So click one of them. And if you're having trouble, if you're on Facebook and you're having trouble subscribing, been able to go to the Little House on the Road Facebook page, excuse me, and you can click over there and on the pinned post, click subscribe. All right, see you next time. Happy travels.